Welcome to Agoracom Small Cap Breaking News, your daily go-to source for the best small cap headlines for over 65 million investors. Since today, we're diving into some really interesting developments in the small cap market, those companies with huge growth potential, but also, let's be honest, a bit more risk.
What's exciting is we're seeing this convergence of cutting-edge tech and resource exploration is creating a ton of opportunities, but also a need to really understand what's driving these companies.
Exactly. So let's start with Blockmate Ventures. Their subsidiary Hivello Holdings Ltd just launched this HVLO token on some major crypto exchanges.
This is a perfect example of the DePIN ecosystem taking off decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Essentially, Hivello is making blockchain mining accessible to everyone. You could be using your laptop's spare processing power to mine crypto and earn it.
It's incredible how they're making this technology so user-friendly. Okay, but let's switch gears from digital assets to tangible ones. Silver Tiger Metals is pulling out some seriously high-grade silver from their El Tigre project in Mexico. We're talking over 1,500 grams of silver equivalent per ton.
Those are impressive numbers, no doubt. The El Tigre project is shaping up to be a major player in the silver market. They've already finished a pre-feasibility study for an open pit mine, and they're working on an underground assessment for 2025.
And with the growing demand for silver in things like solar panels and electric vehicles, this seems like a really well-timed discovery.
Absolutely. It makes you think about how this shift toward green technology is going to impact demand for all sorts of metals and create new investment opportunities.
Yes, that's a really good point. Now let's move on to Abcourt Mines up in Quebec. They're finding significant amounts of gold in their Floridan property, over 1 gram per ton, which has to be exciting for investors.
What's particularly interesting here is that this high-grade gold is found close to the surface. That means lower operating costs, which is critical for maximizing profits, especially with gold prices potentially reaching $3,000 an ounce.
And then they're planning more drilling to see how far this deposit goes. But Abcourt Mines isn't the only one hitting gold. Newfound Gold is making big news with their Queensway project in Newfoundland and Labrador. They found almost 90 grams of gold per ton.
That's what we call bonanza-grade gold, the kind of discovery that gets everyone excited. This find at their dropkick zone extends the known mineralization a whopping 11 kilometers beyond what they'd found before. It suggests there's a much larger system of gold deposits there than initially thought.
It's like they stumbled upon a golden highway that just keeps going. They're expecting a resource estimate and economic assessment early in 2025, which could position them as a major player in the gold sector.
Their progress is definitely something to watch. It really highlights the potential of exploration in underexplored areas. This brings up a fascinating question for you. How much do geological understanding and exploration technology contribute to these kinds of discoveries?
That's a great question to keep in mind. Now, to wrap up this first part, let's talk about a company making its mark in British Columbia's historic gold district, Golden Caribou Resources. They're reporting a significant extension of their Halo Gold Zone.
Golden Caribou is operating in the Caribou Gold District, an area with a rich history of gold mining. Their recent drilling results show over 349 meters of gold mineralization, which is really encouraging.
Especially with higher grade sections hitting almost half a gram of gold per ton. It's also interesting that the Halo Zone is still open for further expansion.
Exactly. They've already started additional drilling to test those extensions, which shows their confidence in the project's potential. With the current strong gold prices and the possibility of a large-scale deposit, Golden Caribou could become a major player in this historic gold district.
It's fascinating how these small-cap companies are using both traditional mining methods and cutting-edge technology to unlock the value of these resources.
That's a key observation. We're seeing a blend of the old and the new, where geological expertise meets advanced exploration tools and data analytics. This combination is leading to greater efficiency and some truly remarkable discoveries.
It's like using a treasure map drawn with both ancient ink and satellite imagery. Speaking of treasures, let's circle back to the world of blockchain and decentralized finance. Hivello's approach to mining with unused computing resources is really innovative.
It demonstrates the disruptive power of blockchain technology. By decentralizing mining and making it accessible to anyone with a computer, they're essentially creating a global network of micro-miners.
And that 88% APY for staking HVLO is a pretty attractive incentive. It almost sounds too good to be true.
High returns always require caution. It's crucial to understand the underlying technology, the token's utility, and the overall risk profile before making any investment decisions.
Absolutely. It's a good reminder that while the potential rewards in the small cap market can be substantial, so are the risks. Due diligence and thorough research are essential.
Precisely. Investing in small-cap companies is not for everyone. It requires a certain level of risk tolerance and a willingness to embrace volatility. However, for those who do their homework and carefully select companies with strong fundamentals and a compelling growth story, the rewards can be substantial.
It's like panning for gold. You have to sift through a lot of gravel to find those nuggets. But when you do, the payoff can be significant.
A very apt analogy. And just like in gold panning, patience and perseverance are key. The small cap market can be a roller coaster ride, but for those who can handle the ups and downs, the journey can be incredibly rewarding.
So what key takeaways should our listeners be considering as they explore the world of small cap investing?
I'd say there are 3 key points to remember. First, diversification is crucial. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Instead, spread your investments across multiple companies and sectors to mitigate risk.
Makes sense. Don't bet the farm on a single hand.
Exactly. Second, focus on companies with a solid track record, a clear vision for the future, and a strong management team. These are the companies that are most likely to succeed in the long run.
Looking for those diamonds in the rough, so to speak.
Precisely. And finally, be prepared for volatility. The small cap market can be unpredictable, so expect ups and downs along the way. Don't panic sell when the market dips. Instead, view it as an opportunity to buy more shares of companies you believe in.
It's about having the courage of your convictions and trusting your research.
Indeed. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. Patience, discipline, and a long-term perspective are essential for success in the small cap market.
Wise words to live by. We've covered a lot of ground today. From the exciting depend ecosystem and the potential of high-yield staking to the thrill of high-grade mineral discoveries and the possible rewards of small-cap investing.
We've seen how these companies aren't just focused on profits, but are also pushing the boundaries of innovation, whether it's by making blockchain technology more accessible or unearthing valuable resources that power our world.
It's a great reminder that the world of small-cap companies is dynamic and constantly evolving. It's full of opportunities for those who are willing to explore.
And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will uncover the next hidden gem that transforms an industry or even changes the world.
That's what makes this such an exciting area to follow. But before we wrap up this deep dive, I have one last thought-provoking question for you to consider.
I'm all ears.
We've talked about how blockchain technology is already disrupting traditional industries like finance and mining. But what other sectors do you think could be revolutionized by blockchain in the coming years? And how might this create new investment opportunities for those who are willing to venture into uncharted territory?
That's an excellent question to leave our listeners pondering. The potential applications of blockchain are vast, and we're only just beginning to explore what's possible. From supply chain management and healthcare to voting systems and digital identity, blockchain has the power to transform how we interact and do business in the digital age.
It's almost like the early days of the internet. We had no idea how profoundly it would impact our lives when it first emerged. Blockchain could very well be the next technological wave that reshapes our world in ways we can't even imagine yet.
Precisely. And that's what makes this such an exciting time to be an investor. By staying informed, embracing innovation, and being willing to venture beyond the familiar, we can position ourselves at the forefront of this technological revolution.
Well said. A huge thank you to our expert for guiding us through this deep dive into the world of small cap companies. And to our listeners, keep exploring, keep learning, and never stop seeking those hidden gems that spark your curiosity and ignite your investment passion. Until next time, happy investing.